Hello YouTube, it's your best friend Bethany, and thank you so much for watching this video. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If not, welcome back. Today is Christmas Eve and I'm just filming this little video because Christmas is a time that I absolutely enjoy. This year I am spending it away from family with my roommate, just in Kansas City, Missouri, making me take time to think about 2021. And so for a quick little video, I just thought I'd share some habits I'm going to try to get rid of in my 2021 routine. Let's make 2021 the best yet, or at least better than 2020. If you enjoyed this video, definitely like it, leave a comment down below of anything else you want to see, any questions you have, any ideas, and then please subscribe to my channel. My goal is to hit 200 subscribers by the end of the year. We are almost there, less than weeks away. We are days away. Be part of the Best Friend fam. If you do want to see more daily content, definitely check out my Instagram. I do have my FoodStagram link down below, and if you want to see anything on that, definitely check it out.
Let's hop right into it.
My goal for these habits was to come up with ones not only that are personal to me, to kind of share a little bit more about what I'm struggling with or what I think would help me in the future, in this upcoming year, but also to hopefully give relatable content that may inspire you to create your own resolutions or to get rid of some habits that you also have that you think have been negatively impacting your year so far. So number one, my first habit that I'm going to be trying to get rid of in 2021 is going to be my phone usage right when I wake up and right when I go to sleep. Currently, when I wake up, the first thing I do is I turn off my alarm, then I go and open my phone. And when I go and open my phone, I go on social media. I usually spend around 30 minutes watching YouTube videos, at least. Not only does that kind of slow the start of my day, which is totally fine if you want to find a way to ease in to your day, but I feel like having it be so related to other people's posts and not about myself and about being grateful for what I have is not the best way and the best intentions I want to start my day with. I've been listening to a podcast by NPR called Up First, and I think my goal is going to be to start having my alarms come through my Fitbit. It's a vibration on your wrist and it wakes you up when you set an alarm through Fitbit, and I'm going to have that wake me up, and then the first thing I can do after starting my day is to hit play on the Up First podcast in my Spotify, but then to start doing my day in other ways. I want to make sure that I am drinking water first thing. I also have a journal that I have put down and haven't picked up as much as I wanted to, and kind of just release maybe different dreams that I remember, different goals I have for the day, what I'm grateful for, and kind of just put myself in the headspace to have the most productive and positive day that I can. I do usually work out in the morning as well, and during that time, if I'm doing anything on the treadmill, I usually watch YouTube videos, so I know that I'll have the time to do that if I want to, or at least every day I'm doing the treadmill, so I know it's not a need to watch my YouTube videos first thing in the morning. Likewise, when I go to bed, part of my calming down and my turning my brain off is making any notes on a list if there's something I know is looming the next day and I'm afraid I'm gonna forget it, so I don't have any anxiety about it. But then it's watching YouTube videos again. If you can't tell, I like YouTube videos. It's one of my favorite forms of entertainment, favorite leisure times for myself. And so when I go to bed, I usually give myself time to watch YouTube videos in bed to rest after work days or even just a day of working out or even my weekend days. My goal is to now make sure that I give myself a full hour before my goal bedtime, which is usually 10:15. I know I'm a grandma, but I wake up at 6:30. Such a good, solid routine has helped my sleep so much. As someone who did used to have sleep issues and was actually on sleep meds in the past. So my goal is to put that phone down at least an hour before 10:15. So that's gonna be 9:15 at the latest. And I think I'm gonna set an alarm on my phone to do that. And this way I can, of course, help my sleep because certain lights on the phone are supposed to make it so that, you know, it does things to your brains and things to your eyes, and just so that I can go to bed thinking more about goals for myself, go to bed either reading a book and taking my mind off my own life, but not making my mind focused on other people's lives, and make sure I'm more reflecting on myself and not worried so much about others. Of course, this may not always happen for morning and night, but this is a goal I have for 2021. My second goal, if you could see my whole room, you'd understand, is to make sure I clean up messes in my room as they come along, instead of waiting for later until it's a huge pit and I can't walk through my room without tripping. Eek. This one's pretty straightforward, but the thing is, for me, I have a problem deciding what I'm gonna wear. It's a pandemic. it's quarantine. But I still somehow make a mess all over my room whenever I decide to wear something besides my pajamas or sweatpants or a certain athleisure outfit that I put out the day before because I know I'm gonna work out later. When I have to decide what I'm gonna wear and I don't know what it is, I make a mess all over my room. And I have a bad habit of not handling that until later. And I always try to clean my room before I go to sleep. But instead of just making this big task at the end of the day, my goal is as I create messes in my room, that in 2021, I will clean as I go. So I can hopefully have a less stressful evening and just keep everything productive and clean. May not be exactly cleaning as I go, but my goal is just in general try to make sure I'm doing a better job about that so I'm not having this huge mess at the end of the day. Eating past 7 p.m. I am not a strict intermittent faster, but I am trying to eat between 12 and 7. This is something I've been doing before I even knew that intermittent fasting was something that people do. I'm someone who I'm not really hungry until 12. Sometimes I am, but most of the time I'm not, or my stomach is very sensitive in the morning. So it already made sense for me to usually eat at 11. When I found out what intermittent fasting was, I was like, let's add it to 12. 11 was just when I started to get hungry. And I really could feel that my metabolism was doing better. I don't know if it was a mixture of other things as well, but I feel like my body feels better when I'm not eating straight in the morning, first thing in the morning, and I'm not eating right before I go to bed. 7 p.m. is a goal for me because I go to bed at 10:15. Make this a goal based on your own time, but I'm trying to make sure I'm not eating too close to when I go to bed. I found personally that when I'm going to bed really full, sometimes I don't sleep as well, and sometimes I feel like my stomach is a little upset in the morning. So listen to your body. Make this habit whatever you are finding fuels your body and greatens your own life personally, but paying attention to when your body best responds to eating when it in relation to your sleeping is a good thing to focus on in 2021. I'm breaking this one right now, but it's Christmas Eve and your girl's gotta do it, is staying in your pajamas all day. I am working from home. Sorry, that's my chair. I'm working from home, as many of us are, but I have been working from home and will continue to work from home because my job is remote. I am doing executive assistant work and marketing strategist work for 2 different companies, and I'm gonna be working full-time remote from home. Don't get me wrong, I love a good pajama set, but I do find that I get more productive and more excited to get work done for my day and separate that time for relaxing that I have in the morning and at night from my work day when I get dressed for the day. Even if it's not a work day, if it's a day I want to go and be productive in some other way, switching into my workout clothing or even putting on clothes because I know I want to go out and about when it's not a pandemic. I know creating this habit's gonna help me so that I really can make sure I'm giving 100% into my work. I'm giving 100% into myself when I am setting aside time to relax, giving time to my body. So when I put on this athleisure wear, I get in this mindset that it's time to work out, it's time to grind, it's time to get stronger. Limiting negative self-talk. I'm not saying to run around and be like, I'm perfect, I can do anything. I've never done gymnastics, but I can take home the gold medal. I know people have been talking about toxic positivity this year as well, but I'm talking about not beating yourself up. I'm talking about loving yourself. A good example is I just burnt some cookies. I just ran over to the oven and turns out I burnt my cookies. It was a massacre. Oh, babies. They're a little bit overcooked, but I sat there and my first thing was like, oh my God, I'm so stupid. Why do I need to say that to myself? I made a mistake. I would never call someone stupid for making this mistake themselves. You need to work on talking to yourself like you would talk to your own friend, because you are the best friend that you're ever gonna have. You're the best friend you're ever gonna have. Sorry, I had to do it. But that's one that's on my list because I've been working on that in general in the past year, the past 5 years, but I think it's something you can always be better at. And I'm not trying to say that you need to be telling yourself that you should be winning first place trophies everywhere you go, but being there and being your worst critic, you have to sit there and also realize that you need to give yourself the chance that you give to other people. Is letting messes accumulate. And for this one, no, I'm not talking about my bedroom again. I'm talking about in general in my kitchen, in my bathroom. I like to, just put things where they're supposed to be, and I'm not doing as many deep cleans as I know I want to. So my goal is to create and schedule them. So I'm gonna add to my planner every 2 weeks that, oh, this is a clean day. And for that, I know it means deep clean. I'm going to sweep and mop the floors. I'm going to make sure things are organized in the kitchen and in my bathroom, make sure the counters look good, the sinks are good. But kind of scheduling that out is a good way to make sure you don't miss it, you don't forget it, that you're not sitting there like, oh wait, how long has it been? And that you can make sure that you're treating the place you live with respect so that it hopefully lasts as long as you want it to. Buying things for instant gratification. Buying things for instant satisfaction. An example of this, for me, the two things that sometimes this is a problem with for me is online shopping and food. So when it comes to online shopping, my goal is to now have something in my cart and it has to be there for at least 24 hours, all of it, before I can pull the trigger and buy it. If I'm on there online shopping and just really want it then and now, it usually means that I'm stressed out with something else. And I'm using this as a band-aid. In general, I'm trying to get rid of a lot of band-aids in my life. I want to focus on what is causing me anxiety, what's causing me stress, and then attack it at the core instead of using band-aids to just cover up different situations. So for me, I know that shopping can be one of them, so I have to have it in the cart for 24 hours, has to make sense in 24 hours, and make financial sense in 24 hours. So that way I'm not regretting anything. With food, something I'll do is I'll be out and I'm hungry and I sit there, I'm like, I have to have Jimmy John's. That's an example because I love Jimmy John's. I have to have Jimmy John's, I have to get Oreos right now, I have to have French fries. Instead of letting myself get them, I have to go home, and if I'm still willing to get out of my house, go all the way down to my car and then go out again, then it's worth it. A lot of the times I'm doing it because it sounds simple, it sounds good, and I know it's bad for me, but because I'm out, I think it's, it's worth it, but when I get home, I usually know that, I could have gone without that. So my goal is to make sure I have to go home, and if I still want it, then I'll go get it because it's worth it enough for me to go get it. Habit that I'm not going to bring into 2021 is one that I've really focused on in the past 6 months anyway, but I just want to work on continuing to make it better for myself. Making excuses not to work out. And you can make this for whatever it is for you, making excuses not to talk to family, making excuses not to make new meals. Whatever is something that you know that you want to do, that you want for yourself, and you're making excuses for, add that to your list of habits you're going to get rid of next year. I already have incorporated it into my schedule. I wake up at 6:30 and the first thing I do is working out. I've set the time aside. The only person in my way of getting it done is myself. And so my goal is to continue on with this momentum. I've been pretty good about it, but when I schedule to work out, because scheduling is something that really gives me ease, and if scheduling is not your favorite thing, make a loose schedule. But one of the habits in 2021 I want to get rid of is making excuses why not to. I woke up and it's raining outside. I can still work out. If I'm not going to run outside, I should go to the gym. If I go down to the gym, there's too many people there and it's a pandemic, I can take my mask and go for a long walk or run outside. If neither of that sounds good, or it doesn't work out from weather or because of something else, I can go in my room, I can go up to my apartment, pull out my mat, do some core, or do some calf raises, just hold onto the wall, do some one-legged calf raises. Whatever it is, there's always a way to make sure you're taking steps towards the goal that you have for yourself. So just trying not to make excuses and just maybe creating smaller stepping stones if there's certain situations that pop up. So that is one of my goals, is to just get rid of that habit of making an excuse and completely cutting out a workout or whatever it may be for you, when I did plan it for myself and I know it's something I do want for myself. The last tip again is one for people who work from home. And as I'm going to continue to work from home and now full time, the habit I want to kick in 2021 is working from my bed or from my couch. And I will say, I'm not saying that specifically just because it's the bed and the couch. For me, I have noticed that having the hunching over in my bed and hunching over at the couch has impacted my back. I started working out a lot this year and I started having back pain, and I thought it was from working out. And then as I started stretching and rolling out more, I realized that the pain wasn't going away. I don't know how I came to it, but I think it was when I was hunched over editing a video on my bed. Spending hours in a position like that is really bad for your back. I am young and I don't want to have back problems. If I can do anything to prevent the back problems that I can prevent myself, then I'm going to do everything I can. I got a little desk. Let's see. I got myself a little movable desk, and I'll show a little clip of it, but Now if I have this desk at the couch, I can sit in the correct format. I can use this desk with the chair I have for my desk, my regular desk. And so this gives me options that I can work at the desk in my bedroom. I can work at this movable desk in front of the window. I use it by the window in the living room. I can use it with the couch, but making sure that I'm at a good angle for a healthy workstation is something that is actually very important if you're gonna be working major hours from home. So those were all over the place, but those are gonna be the habits I'm gonna be kicking for 2021. Definitely comment down below what your favorite one was, what one related to you the most, or just your number one habit that you wanna kick for 2021. Thank you for watching.